Hello and welcome to this. Well, it's a podcast, isn't it, Jay?
I think so.
I mean, I'm Bren, by the way.
And I'm Jay.
It's been a while since we've done this, isn't it? So
it's been a very long time. We're a bit rusty.
A little bit. What are we doing?
Well, we're doing a podcast.
I know. I suppose people might be wondering where the heck we've been, what we've been doing, and why we're doing this now.
Yeah, so interesting. It's been 2 years, I think, since the last time we streamed or did anything on YouTube. So
has it really?
Yeah, and that has flown by, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
I does not feel like it's been that long.
No, and I think that's the scary part. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it actually has been that long. So I mean, a lot has happened, I suppose.
I mean, I'd say so. We've gone in many different directions.
Yeah. Not just with us as well. The gaming industry's changed loads, and our jobs have changed, and lots of things have changed.
Yeah, personally, professionally, everything's different than it was 2 years ago. So
yeah. Oh God,
it's lots to talk about.
It's been a ride. Well, where do we begin? Where do we start?
At the beginning.
At the beginning. So what does the beginning look like to you, Jay?
Well, you see. No, I don't know. I suppose we could probably talk about what we've been up to. So, I mean, do you want to introduce what you've been doing?
Well, yeah,
for
I
anyone
suppose.
That may not know.
So the reason why, let's start with why we're not doing YouTube or streaming anymore. He says, whilst doing YouTube or doing a podcast or whatever. The reason was just we had a lot of other stuff going on, and it just got to a point where it was just unmanageable, and the difficulty of recording and writing and editing just outweighed, the reward we got from doing it. It became a bit stressful and a bit annoying, didn't it?
Yeah, so I think that was the thing. So we stopped putting a lot of focus on the YouTube for that reason, because it was a lot of time planning and filming, editing. So we decided, okay, streaming would be better. So that's why we made the move to, more Twitch focused stuff.
Yeah.
But in doing that meant that we had to sacrifice 4 evenings a week because, we couldn't pre-record them or anything. We had to be there. And it was fun to begin with, but I think it all got a little bit too much with everything else that was going on. And I think one of the other things as well is there was just nothing fun to play, if I'm honest. Like,
there was a drought. I do remember the droughts. Yeah.
I mean, we made it like, we were playing Strange Brigade and our old faithful Resident Evil. We could play that non-stop on repeat, but you don't.
Yeah, there was Twitch wants new things, and they want people to react to stuff that's like, just out, or I don't know, the latest thing. But we were never really into that, were we? We weren't into like doing the mainstream stuff. It was like, no, I mean, we want to just stream Resident Evil 2 50 million times in a row, and Twitch didn't really like that.
Yeah, and I suppose maybe the audience weren't over time as well. I mean, like I said, I could run through the original Resident Evil day after day, but I think everyone else might get sick of it. But and then it kind of it reached a point where I think we kind of, for me anyway, I think the big appeal with doing that was the fact that we were just playing games together, like we used to. And then I think with coming out of the pandemic and with everything opening back up, we had the opportunity then to go outside.
Yes.
And we could actually meet up in person and do these kind of things and just chill out and play games like we used to.
And we touch grass.
We didn't have to rely on the internet to bring us together and do that sort of thing. So I think just naturally it just kind of it just came. I
think that the other thing is, like, historically, you and I have played and enjoyed playing games very much, in the same room, like couch, and not even, a lot of people thinking, oh yeah, couch co-op. It was like, no, not even that. Like it was,
past the pad,
past the pad. Like honestly, it's still my favorite way to play games. Like I love nothing more than like sitting with, a friend, like, and just going through something and just passing the pad to each other. And you and me just do that all the time. And I think that's the thing that we didn't get from doing the Twitch. It's like, although it's kind of similar, it's not the same, is it?
No, it wasn't the same.
No.
And it was a lot of pressure to obviously,
perform.
Be there 4 days a week, and then that's it as well. Perform.
Yeah.
Like when we're hanging out together without cameras, we're just kind of
just quietly enjoying the game, like, and then occasionally commenting on it. But when you're doing a stream, you're just like, well, dead air is illegal. You can't have dead air. You gotta keep going. And like it's when we were streaming, we do like what on average, like an hour, 2 hours, maybe sometimes.
It was about 2 hours, I think. Yeah, the average stream was about 2 hours, 4 times a week.
By the end of those, like my voice was wrecked. Like, really wrecked, and you just got that kind of like, I call it the stream strain. Where it's just like this kind of hoarseness or like a tightness at the back of your throat. Like, I don't miss that.
No, and it does. It sounds really stupid, and I sometimes think the same as well. Well, maybe not as much anymore, but when you do like hear YouTubers or streamers complain about the hard work, and in the reality of it, you sit and think you're playing games for 8 hours a day. That's not hard work. But I mean, okay, yes, I understand that point, but it is, it does take a lot out of you, and it does take a lot of energy to, not just to sit and play games, but to have that persona and perform and always speak and try and come up with something to say. So because like you think about it, when you play games at home on your own, you're sat in silence.
You're not saying anything. You're just enjoying what you're doing. Yeah, of course. And on top of all that as well, the performance as well. There's a lot of people that get like, I don't think YouTubers talk about this enough, really. I know there's a lot more people talking about it these days, and it's good to see, but there's a lot of people that really do struggle. Like there's even like big creators that struggle with mental health and the performance anxiety, and it can, over time, it can really wear you down, especially like if you have to deal with like difficult comments as well. Like everyone's got them. We've always had like you get the one like nasty comment, and it's like, oh, that's the one you focus on, and over time, like that can really wear people down. Like, so it not just a physical exertion of always having to be on your A game. It's also a real tough mental battle as well. Like when you're at that level.
For sure.
I've seen a lot more people like these days coming out and saying like, oh, I just need a break. I need to go. And I feel like, for us personally, like, we got to a point where we were on the verge of burnout. And then we were like, let's not get to the burnout stage. Let's just kind of quit while we're ahead.
Yeah. And it did. It just, it filtered out like naturally. We didn't really plan to stop it. We never really spoke about it. We just stopped.
Yeah, we didn't even tell anyone. Sorry, by the way, if you're listening to this and you were wondering like, where the hell are those two gone? We're still here. We're still here. We've never officially left. So technically...
we never came out and did that video of we're leaving YouTube or leaving Twitch. Like we just kind of just stopped making content.
So this is just like, it's just been a long hiatus.
Very long, 2 years.
Very long, 2 years. But
so hello if you're still out there, by the way.
You're still out there, and you're like, oh yeah, it's those guys from Ministry of Gamers. Crazy. So after that, then. Because the other reason why the content stopped or filtered out is because I was learning how to make video games, learning how to code and do bits like that. If Carl's listening to this, he'd be like, learning how to code, what a joker. For anyone that doesn't know, Carl is just the master programmer that's working on our game, which we should mention. It's Bubblegum Zombie Hunter. If you have no idea what that is, it's on Steam and you can download a demo of it. It's free to try it out. We're hoping to release the full version later this year in October. And yeah, basically working on a video game, I now understand. Like, you know, we we used to rip in to bad games, didn't we, Jay? Like, oh, how hard is it just to make this good? Or you know, now I know it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard, but still, that criticism still remains.
Yeah, it does.
There's teams of hundreds and thousands of people working on a game, and you know, industry veterans, and they've all done it before, and you know, and we still get the stuff that Ubisoft produce every year. It's like, come on, guys, you're making the same game every year. How would you mess it up?
Yeah, tighten up the ship a bit. Yeah.
That criticism definitely still remains, but no, it is difficult.
It is hard. I have a deeper appreciation for the industry itself and how things work, and having, you know, had like a glimpse of the other side, so to speak. It's it's a very, very different world. And yeah, you know, doing a 9-to-5 job and then getting home, having dinner, and then starting your 6 o'clock till midnight job of game development is, you know, eventually, well, there's no room for doing YouTube and things like that, because YouTube is a full-time job, like, hands down. You know, you have to dedicate all of your time to it, otherwise you're never going to get anywhere. And some people put all of their time into it and never get anywhere.
No.
So yeah, it's one of those, but yeah, the game's doing well. And you know, I've definitely like found a new passion for making games and designing like gameplay and stuff like that, and pissing off Carl with bad programming. But overall, it's you know, it's going well. But yeah, I'd love for more people to play the game, and yeah, and then after, well, the other thing that happened is recently, like, got made redundant. There's a lot of that going around, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
It's you know, I know there's been like redundancies at like most of my friends' company. Your company had a couple of scares, didn't it?
Yeah, we've had a couple of rounds of redundancies. Luckily, I mean, my role is, touch wood, at the moment is safe. If anything, it feels like it's just got more secure.
Okay,
but
that's good.
But we'll see.
Yeah,
like, I'm touching plenty of wood here.
Way.
Hey.
Yeah, my place. Terrible situation, really. Like, I've been there for, you know, some of you do know this, like I worked at a company called Gemporia for almost 20 years, and I, as a video editor there. It's a shopping TV channel. It's still on the air as of recording, but yeah, they had a big round of redundancies, and they told us just after Christmas, and like, they were like, "Yep, we're getting rid of you all." I was like, "Oh my gosh, okay, what am I going to do?" So I started a new company. You know, you got to land on your feet, haven't you? So yeah, and of course, doing that, you know, it's just another time sink. There's so much to figure out with starting your own company and stuff. I genuinely don't know how people do it. I don't know how I'm doing it. I feel like I'm just stumbling through day by day, and suddenly it's like, oh, I have an accountant now, Jay. Like, what's that all about? You know, someone that's watching my bank. And there's so much stuff, like, I don't even know yet, but it's so head scratchy, and I don't even know if I'm gonna you know, earn enough money to keep going, but I guess we'll just find out.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely scary, like, when you're not getting this constant paycheck from a big company, like, you know, you're trying to start your own venture and everything. But no, I mean, I've always said this, like ever since that you were worrying about it, it's just like you're gonna be fine. Like the talents that you have, and I mean, and it's kind of proving already. I mean, yes, it's early days, but it's early days, and you've got like, everything that you've got and everything that you've done, and it's only going to grow from there. So you're going to be fine.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm feeling the confidence. Occasionally, you always have a knock every now and again, and you're like,
oh yeah,
can I do this? And am I really going to be paid to sit here and make videos from home? And people are just going to send money my way. And it's so far. It's kind of working. So yeah, we've actually had some interest from some YouTubers as well.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a channel. I forget the name now. Wait, let me just see if I got the name here. Maybe I shouldn't drop the name, but oh yeah, there's a channel called History of the Universe, and Voices of the Past, and they do like these like documentaries and stuff, and they're looking for like an editor to handle like the edits on one of their channels. And yeah, we kind of got in touch, and we're hoping that we can do something with them to edit some videos for them. So that's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, I know a lot of YouTubers do that nowadays, like the bigger ones,
Yeah.
So ironically, I've stopped doing YouTube and come full circle. And now like I can actually edit videos for somebody else's YouTube channel. So yeah, it's quite funny. But the irony is I'd earn more money from making somebody else's YouTube video than our own.
Of course. Yep. Yep.
Isn't that just the way of it?
Yep. YouTube is great.
It's a funny old world. It's a funny old world. Kids. Yeah, don't do it. Oh,
well, that's the thing. I mean, they have made it even harder now, isn't it? Like even back when we started, it was easier to get a monetized channel, but now you need like over 1,000 subscribers. You've got to have so many minutes watched in a rolling period. It's just like it's definitely getting tougher.
It is crazy. Yeah.
YouTube is just so egregious with ads and stuff now. I think most people are getting bored of the platform.
I refuse to pay for premium. I refuse. Because, the way I look at it, Jay, with the amount of content that we put together and put out on that channel, they owe us money.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah, they owe us money. So if they think I'm going to pay for YouTube Premium just to get rid of some adverts, which, oh my, you know what? It's not even just YouTube. It's everywhere. And I'm getting so annoyed. Like me and Keith were watching Last of Us on Now TV. And it's like, you pay for Now TV, but there's adverts. It's like, what's that all about? And then you have to pay for this thing called Now TV Boost that lets you have no adverts. And it's like, what is this all about? So you're paying to be able to watch your shows, but then you've got to pay a bit more to watch them without the adverts.
Yeah.
Like, what's that all about? I think it would be more acceptable if they said, well, we'll have no adverts whatsoever, but this is the price, and just include the fact that we're not having adverts on here, and this is how much it is.
Yeah,
because I don't want to pay one price and then have to feel like I've got to pay more to have it without the adverts, because I think that sucks.
Yeah, no, it should be the way around. Like I mean, okay, Netflix isn't very good at the moment with the plans they're going to put in place.
The password thing.
Yeah, but like what they do, Netflix is a charge. Everyone knows the charge. Everyone's been paying it for years. However, if you want to pay a cheaper charge, you get adverts. That's the way you should do it. Not pay a charge and then pay more to not have the adverts. Pay a charge, pay a little bit less, and get adverts. I think that's the right way of doing it.
But it is, I mean, it sounds like that's the same thing. It's just, you're just voicing it in the other way. That's the same thing, though, right?
I mean, yeah, okay.
It's the same thing.
Taking a step back is the same thing. They got me, Brent.
Yeah, they got you. They got you. No, what I'm saying is like no two prices, just one price and no adverts. Do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's a little bit more. Just the whole mental thing of like, a lot of people work on principle, and it's like the principle of the things. I'm not paying anymore, so I can watch it without adverts. And but then you're still paying them. Like, oh, it's annoying.
I think adverts are here to stay, and they're just going to continue to get worse.
I want to know though, like, have you ever been watching something on YouTube and an advert comes up with the skip button? Have you ever not clicked the skip button?
No.
If
the skip button's there, I will press it.
Yeah, like hammer it, like hard, just like thump the heck out of your left mouse button. It's skip that bad boy. Yeah.
Yeah. I never watched them, and even to the point where when you load up a video and you can see now it tells you like one of two adverts, and it's a 20-second advert and it's not skippable.
Yeah.
I refresh the page and see if I get a shorter advert.
Oh, I've not done that.
Sometimes it pays off.
Does it?
Other times it doesn't.
Oh no. Sometimes, right, I've got to watch 2 more and skip all my adverts now.
Yeah. And it's like, I could have been 10 seconds ahead of the other one if I didn't refresh the page. But it's like, but sometimes it does pay off.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get the YouTube survey ones where you just press start and skip.
Yeah.
You get straight through it.
Yeah, you get straight through. But yeah, we got off on a bit of a tangent about subscription fees there, but
fine. That's what podcasts are all about.
Yeah, but the whole thing about the difficulty in newcomers to the platform trying to rise up and get a following and stuff like that. It's hard. It's really hard, and
unless you're doing something incredibly niche, but I don't think there's anything left to do now.
No, there's no such thing as anything new, is there?
No,
it's always there's nothing new. Everyone's done everything, and the thing I saw the other day was it was Cinnamon Toast Ken and his friend, and they were reacting to Moist Critical doing like some coverage of some drama that was kicked off. So they were reacting to another YouTuber that was reacting to the drama. It's like we used to joke about that. Like, it's like, sooner or later there's going to be people reacting to stuff, and like,
we're there.
We're there. Like, I mean, we were probably there a while ago. I just feel like I'm noticing it a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, No, reactions are definitely the new meta for YouTube at the moment.
I mean, why is it new? Surely that was around ages ago.
It was around, but that was back when gaming was the big thing on the platform, I think.
Right, but because gaming isn't now, is it?
No, it seems to be sloping off, especially on YouTube.
Yeah, like a lot of gamers are moving over to Twitch. Well, even on Twitch, it's kind of, I don't know, different, isn't it? Like, there's a lot more
chatting. Yeah, chatting and hot tub streams. I mean,
I was gonna say, isn't like just chatting like the top category?
It is, always a top category.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I mean, that platform started as like a place for gamers to stream gaming.
Yeah,
it's crazy how times have changed everything. I'd say, anyone starting YouTube now, good luck. You're gonna need it.
Yeah,
it's definitely a case of luck, and it genuinely doesn't really matter about the quality or the quantity or anything like that. It's just if you're funny or if you're interesting, and you can be hilarious. You could be the most charismatic person in the world, but you could still go completely unnoticed.
Yeah,
that's the harsh reality.
Yeah,
it's like we're all a drop in the ocean. That's kind of a sad thing to end on, really, isn't it? Welcome back. Yeah. We're back to the podcast, and you're just
nobody cares about you. Yeah,
just a drop in the ocean. No one cares.
No.
Okay. We care though. We care, right?
We do
a little bit.
Yeah.
But so we're going to do these a bit more often, aren't we? Well, we're going to try to. We're not going to commit to anything, but we're going to try and at least do a discussion piece every so often.
that's the plan. So move to like a podcast format, pick some topics that we can talk about, and tangents are welcome, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, this one was a bit unstructured because we both said like, oh well, let's just come back and just explain like where we've been or what we've been doing and have a bit of an amble.
Yeah, because I think it would be a bit jarring to just come back as if nothing's happened and start talking about a topic randomly. I think we need to come back, address the fact that we disappeared.
Yeah,
we're back. This is what's been going on, and this is what we're doing.
yeah, of course. And we are active on on Discord a lot. And in fact, if you go to the bubblegumzombie.com website. You can find all our socials for the game and where we're most active, and come and join the Discord server, and you can chat to us there as well. But if you want to just consume podcasts and listen to me and Jay ramble on about things that we're interested in, then you can find us here on the podcast. But also, I think it would be good to get some feedback from the audience of, what you want to hear from us, or, some question. If you want to ask us questions, we could do it like, remember the weekly updates we used to do, Jay, where we used to read out people's comments. Yeah. I think that was cool. I really enjoyed reading people's comments and being able to answer their questions and things like that. So, I'd like to do that again if we can set that up. If you're watching this, we'll probably put this up on YouTube. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, then drop a comment in the YouTube comment box, and we'll check it. And if we have any, I don't know, do we even have people watching the YouTube channel anymore? That's the question, isn't it? Like, are the people still there? And if you are, then thank you. And drop a comment, and we'll read it out on the next podcast.
Yeah, and just on that as well, for everything we spoke about, so the game and the links to Discord and stuff, we'll put in the description on YouTube as well.
Yes.
So yes, if you go to the YouTube, if you listen to this anywhere else, we're not quite sure where we're putting it yet, but if you're listening to this anywhere else other than the YouTube, if you go to the YouTube, we'll have all the links to the socials and everything you can follow there.
Yeah, because we know how to use that platform. We were like, we'll do a podcast. Like, where are we going to put it? I guess we'll put it on YouTube.
Yeah. So going forward, we're gonna try and branch out a little bit. Have a look at where we can put podcasts with Spotify and places like that. So so we're gonna try and branch out a little bit. But for now, all the links, socials, and everything will be on the YouTube. And as Bren said, any comments or any questions you want to ask, or anything you want to bring up, any topics you want us to talk about, whack it in the comments on YouTube.
Absolutely. And so I think we'll end it there. And I look forward to hearing what people think about this. Maybe we'll get, maybe no one will come, Jay. Maybe.
Absolutely nothing, but it's fine. We've been there before. We're used to this.
We are used to it. It's fine. It's good. Anyway, it's great to be back. And thanks so much for giving us your time and lending us your ears. You've been listening to Bren.
And you've been listening to Jay.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.